That's right, Sapna, but you're also tracking the government's, moves when it comes to containing inflation because of various measures. What are you gathering?
Well, it's an important statement that has come out from the Finance Ministry. They have said very clearly that inflationary pressures may be elevated in the coming months. The Reserve Bank of India has already raised its, current quarter inflation forecast. I mean, they've just said that it's going to be about 6% odd. Keeping that in mind, government has also followed suit. They have accepted the fact that yes, inflationary pressures could be elevated, and to that extent, both the government and the Reserve Bank of India will have to be vigilant. These are statements which have been doing the rounds, especially since the 7.44% July imprint that came up much higher than what was expected. Having said that, on cereals as well as on onions and tomatoes, the government is already acting, and those measures are already rolling out. They are not ruling out any other measures in order to make sure that this headline number remains manageable. However, going forward, it will also be important to watch out whatever other announcements that will require additional cash spent. I think this inflation hangover would also be something that they'll have to clearly watch, because any additional spend the government does immediately could be inflationary. So maybe they're going to wait for the inflation numbers also to calm down, and then probably closer to elections, some announcements may come through. So it's a bit of a tight spot for the government right now, but I'm sure that they will calibrate it well. Also, they have pointed out, the pressure on the rupee and the Indian stock markets. It's a fallout of the expectation of further monetary tightening, maybe by the US. So all of that needs to be kept in mind. Bond yields have been higher, so it's a phase of a bit of turbulence as of now. Maybe over the next 2 to 3 odd months, you'll get a clearer sense, and maybe then move towards some announcements coming towards elections.
All right, Sapna, thanks a lot for getting us the details on both of those important stories. But something else that we've been tracking very